Hello, what is up my chefs? Sheffy here again, and what is this? Yes, I am using my voice. I don't usually use my voice, mainly because I don't have like a great studio or setup to record, and so often there's a lot of background noise, which I apologize in advance if there is any terrible background noise in this video. But today's going to be a good one. I'm doing a challenge. As you can see here, I've started out with a brand new character, and the challenge is, oh, I'm going to sneeze. Ooh, excuse me. The challenge is the first night build challenge. So what this is, Khaios did this, and I highly recommend you go watch his video because it's really good. Khaios is a really good builder. But what this challenge is you have one day to build the best house that you can possibly build. Now when I say one day, I mean from the time your character enters the world until 4:30 a.m., which basically means the night is over and the next day has started. But for me, I'm going to mix up the challenge a little bit. I'm going to gather all of my materials in one day. So I have from the time when my character enters the world to 4:30 a.m. to gather materials, and then from 4:30 a.m. until 7 p.m. of the next day, I have that much time to build my house. So technically, I'm still building my house in one day. It's just I gathered my materials also in one day. So you could look at it as a 2-day build challenge, but I'm still going to be calling it a 1-day build challenge. But let's just keep on going with this video. Alright, so as I said before, I'm starting out with a brand new character, and the only thing that is different is I have given him a stopwatch so that you can watch the time to see if I beat this challenge. I immediately start going in one direction. It didn't matter which. I had a build plan in mind of what I wanted to build, but it really depends on the RNG of the world gen. And so it's up to fate if I was going to be able to build what I wanted to build. And as luck would have it, the terrain was absolutely terrible for exploring. Like, there were so many moments like this where I had to like go up and around this dumb mountain. So that was really frustrating and took some time away. But I was able to get over it. I also grabbed cactus here because cactus is a lifesaver. The cactus sword, if you can build it, can make or break a build challenge. Actually, I do die here. But in the challenge, it doesn't say you can't die. The only downside to this is you lose a lot of time because it takes like forever to respawn. At least that's what it felt like. So I start going in the other direction because I don't want to deal with that giant pit in the ground quite yet, and maybe I can find something that is more beneficial the other way. So I'll keep on trekking. I need some gel so I can get some more torches just in case I don't find any pots. Slime are really annoying to kill sometimes. Also, just so you know, I'm recording my voiceover after the fact because it is like impossible to record and do challenges at the same time. I found a living wood tree, but no pathway underneath. That was one of the most disappointing things of this, but it's okay. I didn't necessarily need a strange plant. I didn't necessarily need the living wood wand for my build. And I'm also gathering some stone because I need a furnace for the blocks that I want to use. I won't tell you quite yet because I want it to be somewhat of a surprise. You'll eventually catch on to what build I'm going for. Also, sorry if my commentating is not the greatest. I don't normally do this. And look at this. More terrible world gen for me to traverse. So I grabbed some boreal wood to cross this lake. The only downside is it takes so much time to do this. And while I'm doing this, mobs are spawning, which are going to make my life very difficult. I did a random world gen, and it turns out it is a crimson world. I know what my biomes are, trust me. And I mean, it doesn't matter. I didn't need crimtane wood, can't remember what it's called, or ebon wood for my build. So that's why I did random in the world gen. The main thing here is I need to survive, because one of my things that I do need is palm wood, and that's at the end of the world. So luckily it doesn't look like there's a lot of things spawning. I have to be careful. Ooh, that was really close. I forgot about that. There's a few close calls in this challenge, but I'm pretty grateful for how it turned out. Oh man, see how close I was. Oh, hopped over that. I'm like a ninja. At this moment I'm thinking, how freaking big is this crimson biome? It's like massive. It just keeps going and going, especially with a brand new character when you're so slow. Oh, ooh, that was close. Ooh, those shurikens shaved my life. Alright, we finally made it out of here. Gonna grab some cactus. This is where a clutch moment comes in, I think, if I remember right. I run out of shurikens. There's a vulture over there. I gotta kill this thing, but I don't have shurikens, and I'm not doing it with copper short sword. So I get some cactus. I knock him away with my pick, dodge him. I misclick, get the cactus. Bam! Look at that. Look how freaking big that cactus sword is. Absolutely destroyed that guy. I also grabbed a few more, maybe for some armor. I probably could have got a full set of armor, but oh well, I didn't. So I do get a chest plate though. I think I need more torches. So kill this slime, and then I'll have to kill this vulture and antlion. And another one. Another one. And another one. I also grab some sand because I need quite a bit of sand for what I have in mind on what I want to build. We found the dungeon, which is great. The main reason for the dungeon is books. Books are a great decorative tool, especially in small builds. I also grab this shelf because those shelves look really good. I only grab one. I only need one based on the size of the house I plan on building. So yeah, I don't need the door because I have another idea for the door, but I will take this lamp lantern because it looks dope. Also, I don't know if anybody else thinks this, but my hair, this hair totally looks like a mop on your head. And I totally painted it red, and it looks funny. Alright, we made it to the ocean biome, which is fantastic. Grab some shells for decoration. And the main reason is getting the palm wood, because I need that for my build. Now after we get the palm wood, I need something else for my build, and so the quickest way, okay, besides logging out and logging back in to get to back to the center, is by killing yourself. So I eventually hop on into the ocean, I think. I first have to grab some sand. Like I said, I need quite a bit of sand for what I have in mind that I want to build. It's almost nighttime as well, which will make things a little bit more difficult, but not too bad. I don't have any glow sticks, which is really unfortunate because I could have found something from a water chest or something like that, but I did not have any, which is sad. So I just killed myself to get back to the center of the world as quickly as possible. And even after like dying and that little light showed, I could not see any water chests. So maybe that ocean just didn't have any. Who knows? It is officially nighttime. I apologize if you can't see very well. I try to use a torch when I can. It's hard to remember when you're focused on completing the challenge. So I have until daytime to gather the materials I need, and then once it hits 4:30 a.m. I can no longer gather materials. But now I have to go back to the other direction because I need something from the jungle, and so I will have to cross that pit in the sand dunes. I can't remember what that biome was called. This was really unfortunate. I forgot I built that thing to get over. I tried to do a special parkour move. It did not work. That wasn't bad at all. I don't know why I grabbed cactus right here. I don't need cactus at all anymore. There's a lot of zombies in that little area. Oh man, a pyramid. As I was actually making this world, I was thinking, man, do they still have pyramids? I don't know if I'm just really unlucky, but it seems like I haven't seen a pyramid in World Gen in forever, so this was a nice change. There's a few things in a pyramid that I could use for the build I'm going for. One is the sandstone brick. That is why I gathered so much sand. So getting this sandstone brick is also really helpful. But also there's a few banners in a pyramid that is super helpful. So let's climb on down here. Oh man, pyramids are so cool. I wish they happened in my worlds more often. So much money as well. It's fantastic. Since I never see pyramids, I decided to go down and explore what was at the bottom, because I couldn't remember what was at the bottom. I thought it was just caves, but unfortunately it's full of water and I don't have any glow sticks, so I had to turn back. Almost threw away my cactus sword. That would have been devastating. So we head back to the surface because most of the materials we need are on the surface, and going underground exploring would just waste some time, which is not necessary for this challenge. The moon is in the middle of the sky, so we are about halfway through the night. And we finally made it to the jungle. So the other main material that I need is rich mahogany. And once again, this terrain is not helpful at all. And I misjumped, which did not help at all. And I go into the little cave, and this wasted so much time. I could have gathered quite a bit more. And I tried to, normally I put blocks in my 6th slot, but I had platforms instead, and so I tried to block them off, and I instead just placed platforms. So now I have to fight all of these things off, and I don't know, they just all congregated at once. It's like they're having a party and they're like, ooh, Sheffy's right here, let's go attack him. Let's change the party. So this took quite a bit of time. I finally did get some shurikens, so that helped clean them up. But I still have to get over this dumb terrain. So I can get my mahogany wood. Mahogany. Who knew it'd be so difficult to get mahogany wood? It's coming to about 3 a.m. The night is almost over. So I try to scrounge up as much rich mahogany as I can. In what little time I have left. Also recommended, don't throw ropes blind. It's way more difficult. It's coming up on 4 a.m. I just noticed I got a zombie on. Wow. Too bad I got a cactus sword. So now that it's basically 4:30, I head on back to the middle by getting myself killed, and we can start building. So now I have until 7 p.m. to build my house. And what I had in mind was a desert themed build. So I'm gonna head on over to where the pit was with all the sand. And I don't need to wear the cactus thing anymore because it's daytime and all I'll have to deal with is slimes for the most part. And since I'm going to be building and I really like speed builds, I might as well turn this into one. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the build.
Music keeps me singing.
So this challenge is coming to an end. I did complete the house. It has background, wall, and everything. So the house is technically finished. And the challenge is over. But I do add one more feature after the fact, because I think this really makes it pop. So by doing this, I technically failed the challenge, but I just couldn't not add this to the build. But I add some nice little windows right on both sides of this pole that is a support beam, and I think it looks fantastic. I was going for like a desert themed house build. Also, the windows make it so it's not valid housing, but I think it looks really good, and I'm really happy how this build turned out. So thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed this, and remember to check out Khaios' channel. He was the one who inspired me to do this. And I now pass off the challenge to you to see if you can build the best house you can in one night. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.